In this video, I am doing a review of Sendlane, the email service provider, and I'm going to cut right to the chase, folks. This is not a good review. So you can stick around and get the opinion and hear the experience of a 2-year customer who spent over $2,400 with the system. And again, this is only my personal experience. You can certainly decide for yourself whether or not, if you're looking into Sendlane, it's going to be a good system for you. This is my experience. And full disclosure, some things may have been said or done that I'm not completely proud of. But I'm going to let you decide for yourself who you think is in the right or the wrong, and if this system is a good system for you, especially if you are an affiliate marketer. Guys, if you don't know me, my name is Frank. This is the Digital Boss Life, and what I do is help you flex your money-making muscles with affiliate marketing. Today we're talking Sendlane, email automation, and my experience with Sendlane. Now, let's go back to the beginning. About 2 years ago, I decided to get started with Sendlane, and I had heard through some good affiliate marketers that they are very affiliate friendly, and also that the system is very good, has very good email open rates. And those are things that you want to look for as an affiliate, right? Are they affiliate friendly? Are you going to have issues putting affiliate links, and do your emails get opened at a high rate? And I heard pretty decent stuff about Sendlane. And even from the beginning 2 years ago, I kind of got the impression that they had an attitude of, well, you can go F yourself, right? And I got that impression 2 years ago. But overall, over the last 2 years, I haven't had to deal with customer service that often because I just haven't had to deal with it, right? The system in general is pretty user friendly, and that's big for me if I go, test out various systems or even an app. Usually the one I'm going to choose is the one where I don't really have to think much, or I don't have to look that much stuff up. I can just kind of go into it and start putting stuff together. So I'll give them that. It's pretty user friendly. But when I did first get into the system, I had some issues uploading email lists. I made some mistakes on my end. And when I kind of confronted them with these mistakes and tried to get them to help me out, I really did get the impression that they could kind of take me or leave me and tell me to go F myself. That's the impression I got from customer service to start. So I wasn't able to download some lists that I had acquired myself over the course of a different career in the past based off a mistake that I made, as well as they do require, and I didn't know this from the beginning, that you have a professional website. And as an affiliate marketer, and the way that I do business online wasn't really something that I had. And for some strange reason, I guess I had gotten away with at the beginning using a Facebook page, a YouTube page, URLs that are the Digital Boss Life, but not a website, right? That's just not how I operate business. I don't have a blog. I'm not doing stuff on Google. Typically, I'm on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. So I use one of those websites. Somehow I got that through. Wasn't an issue then. And now I've been with them for 2 years. So what recently happened was I was going to switch from Sendlane. And one of the reasons was because as an affiliate marketer, Sendlane's price point, as you see, $99 up front, when most of my market are beginner affiliate marketers and people who are new to online business, it's probably not a great price point for me to recommend Sendlane to. So I was going to make the switch to Active Campaign. And I was going to make the switch to Active Campaign, again, because I know some other big affiliates that use Active Campaign, and they have a better onboarding process in terms of pricing, and even their onboarding process in customer service is way better. So I made the switch, or I started to make the switch. And what happened with Sendlane was I went on the date that I was supposed to be billed for Sendlane, again for $99. I've been with them for 2 years, so $2,400 later, I went to downgrade the plan. And I kind of waited till last minute. I thought it was going to be the next day, and I wanted to make sure I got all my stuff over to Active Campaign before I downgraded from Sendlane. And I recognized that, I downgraded a little bit late, but they didn't bill me yet. So I downgraded the plan, and instead of canceling the service completely, what I did was it gave me an option, or it prompted me to go to $9 a month so that I still had access to all the stuff just in case as I was migrating, I still needed access, right? So I downgraded to the $9 per month plan instead of canceling completely. Now, what happened was on that day I downgraded, they hadn't billed me yet. So I downgraded. They put that through in the system, and then they billed me for $99 as well. So I didn't complain too much about it. I said, okay, I got a month on Sendlane. I can still send over here. I'm still doing stuff in Active Campaign. And what ended up happening was Active Campaign, who has great customer service, FYI, they initially sold me on the fact, we had a big discussion about me being an affiliate marketer, that it wasn't going to be an issue. So they sold me into the program. I spent a couple weeks with them working weekly with an individual to set up the system. And the first thing that happened was, if you check out my last one of my last videos on Active Campaign and a review over there, the first thing that happened was they stopped my emails from sending because there was affiliate links. So I looked at that and I said, you know what? I wasn't married to being with Active Campaign. I know they're not affiliate friendly. They mentioned it. And the first thing that happens when I'm promoting what I do promote is they stop me from sending, right? They suspend my account. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to leave Active Campaign. What does Active Campaign tell me? Active Campaign tells me, I said, I was speaking to the girl who I was now having weekly meetings with and walking me through the system, for 3 weeks. She tells me, listen, I apologize. I don't know what happened in the initial setup meeting, but we made a mistake. We're going to refund your money on the spot, and best of luck in the future. That I can respect, right? They told me they're not affiliate friendly. We thought it was going to work out. It didn't work out, and I was perfectly fine staying with Sendlane because I knew the system pretty well, and again, it's easy for me to function with. So during that month, again, I go back into Sendlane, and during that month, because they charged me the $99, I had flipped on a downgrade, and I was still billed for $99, and my system was still working, right? I could still send emails. Everything was normal. So I figured because I paid the $99, everything was normal. Now, somewhere towards the end of this month, not on the billing cycle, what happened was suddenly I couldn't send emails. So I'm kind of like, what the F is going on here, right? Like maybe their system has a glitch in it. So I started to contact support now. Here's where things get funny right here. So I'll take you into my emails. So I'm talking to one of their support members. I downgraded my plan last month but paid the full amount, in which most of the month I could send, right? The downgrade is supposed to take effect on the 12th. However, I was just stopped from sending an email. So, again, there's a lot of back and forth here. Okay, I could see that the plan was placed on hold last month after the charge had been already made. The hold takes place immediately. So basically, I had a few days left. I paid $99. I paid the full price, and now they're telling me that they're upholding the hold, but they charged me full price. So they really got stuck on the fact that I put it on hold, but for most of the month I was able to send. There was no problem, and suddenly they had discovered, I guess, that I had placed it on hold. I still paid the full money, and now they're going to stop me from sending before the billing cycle ended. I just didn't understand it. And they were very stuck on this, right? And I couldn't get them to really get off the fact that I'd placed it on hold. And I'm like, yes, but I paid the money. I paid you guys the money, and everything was fine most of the month. Basically, it was stuck on hold. So we get to the end of this conversation here, and I recognize that now my automations are also inactive, right? So I can't send emails, and my automations are inactive, and they've disappeared. So they're not in here, right? So I'm trying to figure this out, and this guy can't help me with it. So he's got to forward me to billing. I'm like, listen, I paid the $99. I don't see what the issue is. Why don't you guys just flip my thing back on? I'm gonna upgrade from the hold on Tuesday when the plan is, when the full billing cycle has gone, right? And they were just stuck on the fact, well, you placed it on hold, and that's the problem. And I'm kind of stuck on the fact, well, I paid you $99, so I don't know why you're holding it. Just flip the thing on. I think it's a simple customer service thing. So eventually he sends me to billing, right? And here at the bottom I get mad. I said, we're talking for 30 minutes, and I told the guy, I said, all right, well, send me over to someone that can help me. We've been speaking for 30 minutes. You're pretty much wasting my time, right? So I start to get a little testy about this. Um, so they send me to billing, and billing still doesn't get back to me. So now I get back on the horn. So now I wait, right? This is a Thursday afternoon. So one of the things that he told me was, I'm going to send you over to billing, and I don't know where it is, but they work these hours Pacific time. I'm Eastern Standard. They work these hours. I'm Eastern Standard. They're going to get back to you at their earliest convenience, which is like, again, in the wording, like, okay, you don't want to help me to get this show up and running at their earliest convenience, which happened to be late Friday, I believe. So this is a Thursday conversation. My system, I can't send emails. Late Friday, they finally get back to me, and they don't work the weekends. So now I have to wait the entire weekend till ultimately the billing cycle comes back up. So me, in my mind, I'm going, all right, I'm just going to upgrade my plan and get back to business. Now what happens? Tuesday, I upgrade my plan and I pay the full 99. I lost the week of emails that I could send because I had frozen, but they still charged me the 99. And now I find out that I still can't send emails. So I'm like, now I'm still banned from sending emails. And I'm like, what's going on here? So now they tell me that they discovered that I didn't have an official website, and that was the reason that I couldn't send emails. So I'm thinking, again, they have a glitch in the system, and suddenly they've discovered, which they didn't tell me previous, nothing in the system prompted me to let me know that the reason that have a hold on your system is not actually the hold, it's the fact that you don't have an official website, right? So I go back and forth with this guy about the fact that there was never a problem. I've been with the system for 2 years. They've never had an issue until I downgraded to a temporary hold, which costs you $9 to hold, because I was potentially going to switch systems, decided against it. There was never a problem until I placed this thing on hold, and now suddenly they discover that there's an issue with the website that I gave them, which was either a YouTube or a Facebook page, right? No problems for 2 years until I put this thing on hold. So the real reason that I couldn't send emails was not the conversation I had with the previous customer service. It was the fact that I didn't have a website. And I'm getting upset because they could have prompted me somewhere in the system that was the issue, and they could have prompted me before I paid the $99. So now they're pretty much telling me, F you, go F yourself. When you get a website up and running, which I'm not a tech guy, so I'm not super excited about now putting together a website with the digitalbosslife.com URL, which I do own, and I do have an email, frank@thedigitalbosslife.com, official, right? I just don't have an official place to hold that URL. I'm not a tech guy. I'm not excited at this particular point. So I'm ticked off that there were no prompts to let me know any of these things, right? So I'm going back and forth with the guy, and I definitely start to get a little testy towards the bottom. I'm flipping out now, right? I'm flipping out. I'm not saying I'm proud of that. I probably shouldn't do that. The best way to catch a fly is with honey, right? Or bees with honey, right? Like, I didn't necessarily do that. So I'm pissed off, and I'm trying to see where's the good stuff I said. I'm telling you owe me the full service. Like, you owe me. Again, this is on a Tuesday morning. So again, they send me to a compliance team. Send me to a compliance team. So let's look at when this stuff occurs. Right? Today is the 19th. Today's the 19th. It's 6:30 on the 19th. First, they send me to a compliance team. Right? Let me go here. Let me find this. Billing at Sendlane. So they send me over to the compliance team. He tells me, again, after I'm arguing with this guy, after I get a little testy with him, right? I'm trying to see if maybe you understand my frustration at this point. Not the best way to necessarily handle it, but this is what happened, right? So now he sends me, okay, we're going to send you over to compliance. They never send me an email. Compliance never sends me an email. I get an email from billing at Sendlane. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm still emailing billing at Sendlane, going back and forth, telling them how frustrated I am that the thing that I don't understand is I'm getting the impression, again, because I'm getting testy, right, that they don't even want me to be there. Right now, I could go hook up the website and set it up. That's kind of a pain in my butt because I'm not a tech guy, but I can make that happen, right? Um, but I'm getting the impression they don't even want me there at this particular point because they're just not moving on any of this stuff. And the thing that I don't understand is, once again, they billed me $99, no prompt, okay, no prompt at all that I had an issue before I paid $99. So, okay, I can't send an email. The thing that's bugging me out is that my automations are completely disappeared, like they're gone. So I'm like, at least if I pay $99, okay, don't let me send an email, but I should be able to work on my automations. And if I do decide to leave your platform because your customer service is terrible and want to go to another place, I want to take my 2 years of automations that is my intellectual property, these emails that I wrote inside their system, right? And all of the data and the tracking that goes along with this entire funnel and the funnels that I have here, which I don't have access to, which no one could answer a question about. No one could literally answer a question. Why are my automations not gone? Well, because you don't have a website set up with the proper URL. What does that have to do with my automations? I just paid you $99. Well, we don't give refunds. Okay, so don't let me send an email, but at least allow me access to my automation. So basically, again, like now I have to go create a website, even if I want to leave your system, and I don't really have a clear answer on where the heck are my automations. So they send me back to billing, send me to billing, and I go back and forth a couple times. I literally follow up 3 times. I'm getting annoyed. I'm getting testy, right? I'll reach out again on this, and I appreciate a clear response from someone over at Sendlane. I don't see any reason after paying my bill that I should not have access to my intellectual property and data. Please advise. This is Thursday. Hello, Frank. I'm having compliance team look into this outside of our billing department's expertise. I'll make sure to personally follow up with them and ensure that they get communication out to you shortly if they are noting any additional requirements for you to move forward with your account. I apologize for the time it's taken to work through this, but we'll get some answers shortly. Shannon. I say thank you. This is Thursday, October 14th. It is Tuesday evening. Tuesday evening at 6:30 p.m. I have not received a single communication from Sendlane about anything. And again, I assume they're waiting on me to set up a website and connect it to a URL. But they know what I'm complaining. They know I have an issue with the fact that they've basically stolen my automations, basically stolen my intellectual property that I wrote and all of the data that I spent $2,400 in the last 2 years collecting in this funnel, right? It's Tuesday evening. No one has responded to me. Now I kind of get the impression, as I did when I first got to Sendlane, that they can kind of take me or leave me, and they'd prefer to leave me, which is fine. I got a little bit testy. If they had a problem with that and they had an issue and they said, hey, we're not going to deal with a customer speaking like this to me, right? Getting impatient like you are. We prefer not to work with you moving forward. We understand that you're not happy with Sendlane's customer service. What we're going to do, Mr. Daniels, is issue you a refund for your month here, and we are free to go our separate ways. They're not doing that. They're very clear. Okay, it's within your service agreement that we don't issue refunds. They're also very clear that they don't care whether or not I can send emails, and they don't give a damn, okay, whether or not I'm going to leave or stay. And if I do leave or stay, they don't give a damn that my intellectual property, the emails that I wrote, okay, that are used to do business with the digital boss life, and the data, the split tests that I've run over the course of the last 2 years, they don't give a damn whether or not I leave or stay with that right now. Clearly, because I'm having my compliance team look into this. I will personally follow up with them and get a communication back to you shortly. This is Thursday. This is Thursday. It is Tuesday evening. They're not emailing me back. They're not. Okay, and if they do, again, this is grounds for the worst customer service in history. In history. Now you tell me if I'm in the right or not to be ticked off, to expect that my automation should be there, and to be very frustrated with Sendlane as a company. So that's the story, folks. That's the customer service. Again, this is my experience. You could take it or leave it. The end result of this is that I've moved over to GetResponse. I'm no longer going to work with Sendlane. It's not the first time that I felt like they could take me or leave me. And the attitude is pretty much go F yourself over at Sendlane. Again, they're decent with affiliate marketing, no problem with links. Pretty simple system to use, and for the most part, other than dealing with customer service, I haven't had many problems, but customer service is the worst in the industry. The worst in the industry, and I'm just saying that right now. So again, this is my personal experience. You can do what you like, but I just walked you through it. You can make your decision about Sendlane and where you're going to go, but I'm moving over to GetResponse. I still don't have an answer whether or not I'm going to get my data and my intellectual property, emails that I wrote that are basically locked in this system, and the data that goes along with it. Okay, that's really what I'm battling over right now. I'm not going to get a refund, and clearly I can't take my automations either. So I hope you understand my frustration. I generally don't like to do stuff like this. I literally just made a video about ActiveCampaign, and even though I ran into some frustrations with them, look at how they handled customer service and issues that they took personal responsibility for, and said, we made a mistake up front with onboarding you to ActiveCampaign, billing you, and allowing you to think that as an affiliate marketer you could be with our service. We apologize for that. We're going to refund you right away, okay? And, we're happy to go separate ways. Go watch that video. Go watch that video. I'm like, this is what's awesome about ActiveCampaign. I'm very nice in that video. I don't want to be petty like this. I don't want to be having this conversation about a service. I don't want to move forward and say, don't go to Sendlane. Don't go to Sendlane. But after this experience with this feeling of these people from the start, and luckily I didn't have to deal with customer service other than how I'm leaving Sendlane right now. But because of this experience, if you're going to ask me about an email automation service provider as an affiliate marketer or as anyone trying to do online business, I'm going to tell you, do not go to Sendlane. Do not go to Sendlane. Now, I don't know how long this video is. It's probably pretty long. I hope it was as entertaining as I think that it is. I'm moving to GetResponse. Okay, their open rates are awesome. Their customer service is awesome. I'm gonna have a great experience over there. My experience with Sendlane has been terrible. Again, you decide for yourself. You're welcome to decide for yourself, but this is what I've been going through. I hope this video helped you. Guys, I'm Frank from the Digital Boss Life. If this video did help you, head down below, leave a comment, and tell me what you think is the right or wrong thing to do in this situation. All right, I'll catch you guys on the next video.